Greetings, fellow gamers. This is the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. Today, I will be bringing you a 5-minute review of the new management sim, Game Tycoon 2. Game Tycoon 2 was brought to us by developer Sunlight Games, who also brought us Game Tycoon 1.5 and Gold Rush, and publisher Kiss. Now, this publisher may be familiar to you if you have, any game on Steam. They do tons of games on Steam, including some pretty good ones like Bedlam, Lifeless Planet, Fist of Jesus, Unrest, also the aforementioned Gold Rush and Game Tycoon 1.5. So you may be familiar with this particular group, but unfortunately today I have some bad news because they have brought to us a game which just really cannot be recommended in its state. I'm not quite sure what to make of this one yet. We're just gonna, right off the bat, I'm gonna let you know we're gonna grade this one out as incomplete, completely. This thing is in the absolute most early of access, I guess. Frankly, I can't recommend anybody spending $10 on it. I don't understand what the angle is there. Is maybe to fund the game more or something, but I couldn't even hardly get 5 minutes of game footage to make this review. There's that little gameplay there right now. You cannot even publish a game at all. You cannot complete the tutorial at all. You can get through the first part maybe, and that's if you're really good at following some really broken English, which is understandable, but it's not hard these days to find yourself an editor or a translator online. It needs some work. It needs a lot of work, really. Quite frankly, I have found games in Greenlight that seem like they're a lot further along and more polished than this. But the good thing is this developer and publisher do have a very solid reputation of churning out some pretty fun games. And I think once this gets the attention that it really needs, and maybe further along down the road, once it gets its updates, maybe this would actually be a really fun game to play, because the mechanics might be there. You can hire some developers in the state that the game's in right now. It's one of the very few things you can do, but you can't really see their effect on things. They have different ratings in different categories, so that you know that there's differences between them and whatnot, and you get where they're going with it, but you can't publish a game. You can't see anything. You can't see their effect on the progress or anything. You just kind of walk through what's basically seems like a tech demo. There's not even a whole demo here. It's you open up the map. There's only 2 places you can go to, even though there's several that light up. The art style is very pretty. I do like the art. It's good looking, and the music's actually pretty funky. I like it. It's got that nice little retro, comfy feel to it, if you know what I mean. But there's not enough gameplay here. There's really nothing here. I'm really shocked and surprised to see this going for what it's going for. Now, I could see this being a $10 game once it's fleshed out and released, absolutely. When you have $10 of gameplay there, which it looks like this may end up having, sure. But in its current state, even to support this game, I couldn't see asking people much more to maybe $2, $3 in its early access state, because you can't even get to a point to see if it's buggy or not. I couldn't tell you if there's any bugs in the game, except for the fact that it's going to be extremely hard. The tutorial is only in German, audibly, and the subtitles, which are very handy, the English is extremely broken. It's kind of very confusing and hard to follow. But do keep an eye out for a great scene if you play this that actually tells you the downside to releasing a game if it's in too early of alpha or beta, that you can release it if it's in early alpha, but not to, because you should release a complete game, which was, do with it what you will. However, anyways, we'll come back to this one later, alright? I hope you'll join us when we do, and I can't wait to see what they've got. Until then, thank you for joining us for what we do have here. I appreciate it. I hope you hit up the thumbs up and a subscribe maybe. And see you next time. As always, happy gaming